What's up, everybody? We're back. Welcome to the
Woo.
Spooky Den with Lily and Jen, episode 10.
Oh my
uh,
God. Wait, actually, that sounded so good.
I know, right? I'm such a genius. It just flowed so well. It's crazy. Um, yeah, so we're back. We had to take a little break because we both were going through some really tough shit. Um,
Yeah,
and
lots of crazy personal things and some sort of unexpected and some expected or half expected and
half is
most, you know.
yeah, just a lot of stuff. I don't know if Lily wants to talk about it, but I had a death in the
Yeah.
family, and
Yep, same.
I
Yeah, that was crazy.
literally can't believe yours happened, and then shortly after mine happened,
Hmm.
and I was like, "The dude."
We're just not in sync.
Yeah, I mean, we must be. Shitty thing to be in sync about, but
Right.
but I mean, whatever. At least we're laughing about it now. But but yeah, both of us going through some shit, uh, and I think we're back on track now, and
Yeah.
hopefully back to our schedule, and we got some good things planned coming up. So, yeah, let's um let's get into the episode. I think today we're talking about creepypasta. Creepypasta.
Creepypasta. Oh
And
my
and Lil
goodness, that brings me back so far. I remember getting into creepypasta when I was like 12 or, 11.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
And,
I remember creepypasta too, but I don't think I got very much into it because I don't remember a lot about it. Um,
mhm.
I just remember a couple of characters, and that's pretty much it. Um, but I know Lily is dying to talk about it, so
Crazy
I'll give her the
creepypasta.
floor. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go over two creepypastas today. The first one I'm going to start off with is Momo. And I'm sure plenty of you, especially of those who really love creepy things, weird things, you know, all that fun stuff. So Momo was a creepypasta, as they call it, who kind of resembled like the Uncanny Valley-esque vibe. So I don't know, she's kind of like a bird creature, maybe, question mark. But she was styled after an actual art piece somewhere, like a Japanese art piece. And just really creepy looking, crazy, kind of scraggly black hair, really long, maybe almost thinned. Um, very, very large, creepy looking eyes, very deep set. Um, a really strange and eerie smile that almost made like a beak shape, like the deep V, and very wide set. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Super pale, really skinny. And anyways, so Momo would contact mostly children or younger kids, teens via the, of course, internet. Go figure, because it's the internet and it's just taking over. So this is back in 2018, 2019 when the craze was around, and um, other kids would kind of do this challenge, is what they call the Momo challenge, and they would go online and try to basically lure Momo to come and do things. And what Momo would do would dare kids to do certain things, really dangerous, bad things. And if they didn't follow through, she would often threaten them or, threaten to kill them. And some say maybe she'd possess them, or something bad would happen to their family member or something of that sort. So it was just a really crazy time. And I remember there being lots and lots of videos of it online and watching about them, and seeing all these crazy different things people had going on. I don't know how much I believe, like, with actual experiences. just because I know it was based off of an art piece. But the next one I'm going to talk about, I feel like definitely gave me a scare when I was a kid. But I'll let Jen talk about one of hers, and then we'll catch up.
All right. I have the Slenderman. So the Slenderman is a fictional supernatural character that originated as a creepypasta internet meme created by Something Awful forum user Eric Nedson, also known as Victor Surge, in 2009. He is depicted as a thin, unnaturally tall humanoid with a featureless white head and face, wearing a black suit. Stories of Slenderman commonly feature his stalking, abducting, and traumatizing people, particularly children. Slenderman has become a pop culture icon, although he is not confined to a single narrative but appears in many disparate works of fiction, typically composed online. Fiction relating to the Slenderman encompasses many media, including literature, art, and video series such as Marble Hornets, 2009 to 2014, wherein he is known as the Operator. The character has appeared in the video game Slender, The Eight Pages in 2012, and its successor Slender, The Arrival in 2013, as well as inspiring the Enderman in Minecraft.
Yeah.
It's really funny because I didn't know that. But then when I played Minecraft and I was like, hey, that Enderman looks a lot like Slenderman. And then I was kind of like,
Yeah.
they kind of rhyme too.
Yeah.
My brain, whatever. Um, he's also appeared in the 2015 film adaptation of Marble Hornets, where he was portrayed by Doug Jones, and an eponymous 2018 film, where he was portrayed by Javier Botet. Okay, so give me one second.
Mhm.
So there was a true story that happened because of Slenderman, and it happened in 2014, an incident where two Wisconsin preteen girls, obsessed with the fictional character, stabbed a friend to please Slenderman. They lured their friend into a wooded park in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and stabbed her 19 times, believing it would please Slenderman and protect them from him. Their victim survived the brutal attack. This event became a famous case study of how fictional horror can influence vulnerable individuals, explored in the HBO documentary Beware the Slenderman. And it is said that if Slenderman catches you, you likely die or are taken, often after experiencing intense psychological distress, paranoia, and physical symptoms, which is called slender sickness, like nosebleeds and disorientation, with the final moment in games often a sudden, static filled screen as he appears and ends your game. Stories depict him either directly killing victims, sometimes impaling them, or driving them mad, while in games, getting caught usually results in a game over screen after a period of increasing static and teleportation. In creepypasta lore, slender sickness, proximity causes paranoia, headaches, nosebleeds, nightmares, and a sense of dread. Um, Mental breakdown, victims often succumb to madness, unable to cope with their situation. Physical harm, he may impale victims on trees or lead them to their doom, sometimes using controlled individuals to do his bidding, or abduction and death. Ultimately, being caught means being taken or killed, with some stories describing a horrifying moment where his blank face opens into a monstrous mouth. Damn. Uh,
Mm.
so basically,
Terrifying.
Slenderman, Slenderman represents a loss of control and descent into madness, culminating in capture, which usually means death or becoming one of his victims, often without a conventional struggle. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've played
Oh,
the have I played the Slenderman game? I think I have the Slenderman game, one of them.
I've
Um,
played it, yeah.
I don't think I actually played it. I think I watched somebody play it, and I was like, oh, I want to play this, so I downloaded it, and then I never did. So I think I have it.
Maybe that's something we do later on, like, is we can do like little gameplays, horror gameplays.
Yeah, I love playing horror games. Horror
Fun.
puppy playtime, dude, is my jam.
Oh,
I love it.
I don't think
I
I've
love
done
it.
that one.
It's a storyline one, so it's basically once you play it once through, it's kind of like, oh, well,
Oh, okay.
that's that. But
That's fun. Yeah. I got you.
hmm but it's pretty good. I love it.
Heck yeah.
Um, yeah. So did you want to do your second one? Because that's
Yeah, I'll
really
do
good
my
on
second one.
Slenderman.
So for my second one, I'm going to be talking about the Tails doll. Da, da, da. So I'm sure a lot of you, if you're younger, you might not know it unless you're like a Creepypasta avid fan. Um, but basically, the Tails doll from the game Sonic R, which was made back in like 1997, um, it was just a racing game. Of course, like the regular Sonic characters, you got Shadow and Sonic himself, Tails,
Knuckles.
Knuckles. Yeah, all these characters, and basically, um, we would go around getting rings, trying to get to the finish line as fast as you can. But basically, at the end of the game, you would unlock the Tails doll. And this Tails doll looks just like Tails, but only kind of like a ragdoll form, I guess you could say. And he's got this weird red diamond thing hanging off of his head, um, which I found pretty creepy in and of itself. And it's got like pure black abyss eyes, which also makes it really creepy. Its head is tilted to the side a little bit, really menacingly, and the character floats above the ground instead of runs, which is also really creepy.
That is creepy.
um, yeah, and when you play as the Tails doll, it plays this song called "Can You Feel the Sunshine?" And there's some rumors about the song. If you play it backwards, it unlocks or reveals this really scary or creepy message. Um, I, it's been so long since I've done that, played it backwards or something like that, and I can't actually remember if I was able to like decipher a message through it. Uh, I'm really bad at picking up on words or something from like EVPs or whatever. It has to be like so clear and crisp for me to be like, oh yeah, this is what this is. I know baby talk. I don't know like fuzzy staticky talk.
Hmm
Um anyway, and so the game will glitch when the Tails doll will finish the race. And generally, what will happen is the TV or computer screen or whatever you're playing it on will go completely black. And it will seem like the game's crashed or done something really weird. And then the Tails doll will just be up on the screen out of nowhere. And it will just like stare menacingly at you. And it said that the Tails doll might actually kill the player on the other side of the screen or possess the player. Um, it, like to me, that's really scary
That's so
and
creepy.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Tails doll will like show up in different places, either around your house or where it shouldn't be, or in the game where it shouldn't be, um, and just yeah, I don't even know how to keep going on about that. It was just a really, really, really creepy character. I mean, the design of the character itself was kind of horrifying
hmm
in and of itself. And I remember when I was a kid and this was all like a big, like, raging thing. Um, I was so intrigued yet terrified of the character, like, absolutely mortified of it. but I would draw it and like watch videos on it, and because I was just like intrigued by like really creepy things. So much so that I would try to antagonize my little sister with it, and I did a couple of times, but I wasn't prepared for her to do it back. I was not. I remember she'd set it up in the bathroom. The light was out, and she put this small, tiny red light on and put the Tails doll in the bathroom with it because we had like a physical one, not the game Tails doll that I'm referencing, but an actual Sonic Tails stuffed animal toy. um, and she put that in there with like this little red light. And I remember opening the bathroom door and like screeching. And I flew out. I was so horrified by it. I was like, what the heck? What is going on in here? I was so scared. Um, and then she laughed, and so I was like, oh, okay, this is a total sham.
Sorry, that is funny.
Dude, I was like gonna pee my pants. I already had to pee, and I almost peed my pants.
Oh my god, that's so funny to me. Sorry.
Yeah. And like,
That-
so the worst part about it is we were like playing while this happened. Like she'd already pre-set it up, and we were like chasing each other and just playing as kids do. And our bathroom was in this old Victorian house, and the bathroom had an entryway from the kitchen area, um, or a dining room area, however, yeah, to what we would call our computer room. And so it had two doors, and basically you could go through the bathroom to one room to the other room with the two doors. And so I was going to meet her on the other side because she like sprinted towards that kitchen area. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll just cut through the bathroom and get it that way. Yeah, no, I did not make it on the other side.
oh my
But yeah,
god. That reminds
yeah,
me.
I was like,
I think
yeah,
I think
was that?
I might have told you the story. I don't know if I said it on the podcast before about when my friend and I we were at her house and we slept in a tent in the backyard and we had just watched Child's Play with with
Mm-hmm.
Chucky.
Yeah,
I don't know with sometime that week and her brother had a Chucky doll and we didn't really know that he had one. Like
yeah.
I was never in his room, so I didn't know whatever. So we were in the backyard in a tent and we were trying to go to sleep and he and his friend came out and they were like wiggling the tent and making noises or whatever and we were like, oh, they're just goofing around or whatever. and
Mm-hmm.
um and they were really trying to scare us and we were like, oh, whatever. We knew it was them but got scared a little bit and then my friend opens the tent and sees the Chucky doll and jumps because they put it right outside the front of the tent. So as soon as you zip it open, you see the giant.
Oh yeah, hell no.
I was like, you
I would have cried.
fuckers, you fuckers, really? It was so funny. Now looking back at it, it's funny, but in the moment, it was like shock,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Because like,
absolutely.
yeah, did not know that was in the house, and to see it right there, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
um, yeah,
Man, that doll still scares me to this day. I won't lie. I
yeah.
won't lie. I see
I'm
it
cool
online.
with
I'm
Chucky.
like, okay, I'm gonna not be able to sleep tonight.
See, I'm cool with Chucky. Chucky and me are buddies. All right. Um. All right. So my next character is Jeff the Killer.
Ooh.
He's creepy dude. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so Jeff the Killer, fictional character and creepypasta meme. So the concept of the character was created by DeviantArt and Newsground user Sessur. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think I said it right.
Mm.
Sesseur.
That sounds
The
about right.
character Sessur. Sessur sounds French. Um, the character gained widespread popularity following a publication of a fan-made creepypasta story in 2011. Um, Through years as a serial killer, Jeff has turned killing into a grotesque art form, where each crime scene stands as a testament to his expertise in disfiguring, dismembering, decapitating, and eviscerating his victims, all of which he generally enjoys with no remorse for even one of them.
Almost sounds like
Oh,
Ed Gein.
right? That's super creepy. Alright, Jeff the Killer is a popular creepypasta character, a fictional serial killer known for his pale skin, black hair, and a carved permanent smile, with his signature catchphrase being, "Go to sleep." Originally a normal teenager named Jeffrey Woods, he descends into madness after a violent encounter with bullies, leading him to disfigure himself and murder his family, becoming a notorious and iconic figure in internet horror lore. Jeffrey Woods was a normal teenager who, after a fight with bullies, was set on fire and severely burned. Oh my god.
Wow.
Um, he lost his sanity, carved a permanent smile into his mouth, and burned off his eyelids so he could always see his beautiful face.
Ooh.
He then murdered his parents and brother Lou before becoming a serial killer, often stalking his victims and whispering, "Go to sleep," before killing them. He typically wears a white hooded sweatshirt, often bloodstained, and black skinny jeans. A sadistic, psychopathic, and bloodthirsty killer, though he was once a caring youth. He is one of the most famous creepypasta characters, rivaling Slenderman. Oh, that's funny. um, and his story has inspired numerous fan made stories, art, and other works, though the original story is known for its writing flaws. Oh, who the hell cares? Um, yeah, so I think that's all I got. But funny thing about Jeff the Killer, I have a story.
Uh-huh.
So a few years ago, back in 2021, I believe, I moved in with one of my best friends, and she had it was me, her husband, and her two kids, and her older son is 5 at the time, and her younger daughter is 3. And one night we're just sitting on the couch and we're talking, and I think we just watched something, but we thought they were asleep, so um, we're just sitting there talking, and then her 5-year-old comes out and says, "Hey, Jeff the Killer is in the woods." And we both stopped and went, "What?" And he's like, "Jeff the Killer's in the woods." And we're like, "What? How do you know Jeff the Killer? What?" And he goes,
Yeah,
we're like,
that's
"How do
so
you know this?"
creepy.
How do you know this? And he goes, "I know." And I'm,
Like, how do you know?
"Yeah. How do you know Jeff the Killer?" And he goes, "I know. I've seen him." I'm like, the fuck? I didn't know that, like, if he had seen anything on the internet or whatever. My friend was like, "Oh, he probably just saw it in a video." And I was like, "But Jeff the Killer in a video? What what is he watching?" Like, she had
Right.
parental things on her son's iPad and whatever, and like,
Okay.
so I'm like, he
Yeah, then that's
literally,
really weird.
yeah, so I'm like, I have no idea how he saw it, but he must have seen it. And just, but he was just like, "Oh, he's in the woods." And I was like, maybe he saw something outside and just was like, "Oh, Jeff the Killer's in the woods." That's something, I guess, Jeff the Killer would do.
Yeah.
So I'm
Hopefully,
like,
like, or maybe he was just trying to scare you. You know what I mean? Hopefully, he was just trying to make you guys a little bit freaked
but
out. I don't
But
know.
he kind of seemed a little scared too. So we were
He
like,
was
"Oh."
serious.
But he was serious and he was a little bit scared. And then my brain immediately went, "Okay, there is somebody in the woods." And he's just relating Jeff the Killer to the person in the woods or whatever.
That.
So it freaked me out.
Maybe
I
he saw
was
a
like,
ghost.
"Oh,
Maybe he saw a
that's true."
ghost. That's something that looked a little similar, but not completely distorted. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. I freaked out because I was like, "Dude, there's probably somebody outside the house that he's just like, oh, it's Jeff the Killer," because that's something he knows apparently. I don't know. I don't know how, but it was creepy. Him just coming out and being like, "Jeff the Killer's in the woods," and we're like, "The what?" Like,
Right.
are you serious?
I would have
Yeah,
been like,
it was.
hell no. We're getting out of here. We're getting a hotel out of town.
Yeah, my friend was a little bit creeped out, but she was like, whatever. He probably just watched a video, and I'm like, why would he be watching videos with Jeff the Killer? Later on, I
Yeah.
found out he was watching videos with Slappy from, Slappy
Oh,
from Goosebumps.
yeah.
So I'm like, how is he watching Slappy from Goosebumps? He's 5 years old. How is this happening? I was like, and he would say
Right.
Slappy, things about Slappy all the time. And I'm like, dude, like, what are
Yeah.
you letting your
No,
kids
no.
watch?
Oh my
Granted,
goodness.
I saw
You
my
know what?
first horror
Honestly,
movie when I
though,
was like 7 years old, so
fair, yeah.
yeah,
I started most of that stuff when I was around 11 or 12. Um,
yeah,
so I had some decent time in there to be at least pre-pubescent. Yeah.
yeah. Mine started early because I met my friend, the person I moved in with, when we were
Mhm.
like 5, 6 years old, and her mom did not care what we watched. So we literally watched our first horror movie. I believe we were 6 or 7 years old, and we watched Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time, and yeah, that was interesting. And then, and then we watched the Child's Play movies. We watched all of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. We watched Halloween, Friday the 13th. Um, Eventually watched Scream, um, all the classic horror movies.
Oh
And
yeah, Scream. Ugh, I was mortified by Scream.
I love Scream so much. Um, that's probably one of my favorites. I can't wait for the new one, but I'm so what the hell because I've heard rumors and seen things, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this, but
Yeah.
whatever. I'll just grit my
I
teeth
didn't
and
know they
watch
were
it and
making a
hope
new
it. Oh yeah, Scream 7. Lucky number 7.
That's so much.
I know. They're probably my favorite horror movies series, I
Mm.
think. So, yeah. But yeah,
I think
I'm
the
excited to
one
watch
that
it, but
scared
also
me the
like,
most was Saw. Saw like
oh, Saw?
traumatized me. You've never
Oh.
seen Saw?
I've seen Saw. I stopped watching after like 4,
Gotcha.
I think.
I mean the original one was enough for me. I was like, nope.
Yeah. The first one I remember watching it and going, "Wait a minute. Carrie Always is in this?" And if you don't know who Carrie Always is, he's from The Princess Bride and Robin Hood Men in Tights and Liar Liar. And he was phenomenal in those movies, especially The Princess Bride, one of my favorite movies. And
Yes.
Robin Hood Men in Tights, also one of my favorite movies. And he was just amazing in that. And then I Saw, and I was like, what happened? What happened? He got older and lost the ability to act. Okay. But that's, I mean, he's fine. He's fine. But I was just like, this can't be the same guy. It
Right.
can't be the same guy. And I think that was a moment of disconnect for me. I was like, I gotta separate these two people because there's Carrie Elways from The Princess Bride, And then there's Carrie always from Saw.
They
What
are
does he have to
not
do
the
with
same
that?
person.
Man, they're not the same. Yeah, I was very disappointed, but then I watched four. I think four is where I stopped for the Saw movies because I was like, this is getting
Mm.
ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I like I didn't see like the full movie when I was a kid. The cover on the DVD case already scared me.
oh
And
yeah,
then my brother, of course, being my older brother, would put things into my head about it and
oh
show
yeah,
me clips from the movie and stuff. And it was just so scary to me. And of course, being in rural Alaska where we were right at the base of this, smaller mountain hill thing. And I had remembered um, one time we had gone up it and we found this little abandoned shed shack thing. Looked like it hadn't been touched in years. And it was full of like tools, but it had machetes and stuff in it as well. And it was so eerie and creepy. And I was like, oh my God, this is where Saul lives. And I convinced myself that. And I was so scared.
yeah.
I have to get out of here. And I looked at my dad and I was like, we gotta go. We need to floor it out of here.
See, I would have thought living in Alaska, you'd be more afraid of 28 Days Later.
Oh, no, 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 no. Terrified of Saw.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Oh.
um, that's so funny. I don't know. I do remember being scared when I was little with like horror movies, but I feel like because I watched them when I was so young, I don't know, it kind of desensitized me to an
Mhm.
extent. Um,
Yeah.
but I remember when I was really little, I was afraid of the Michael Jackson video Thriller, afraid of when he
Mm-hmm.
turns into the werewolf.
Yeah.
Literally scared the shit out of me. But I think I was 4 or 5 years old or something, maybe 6 years old. But it had scared me for so long, and I had a nightmare that he was under my bed, ready to grab me from, like, as I was
No.
sleeping. And I decided that I didn't want to be scared anymore one day. So I watched that video over and over and over and over and over again. I watched it maybe 20, 25 times and made myself not be afraid of him anymore. But as I was watching this video over and over again, my older brother decided to sneak in the room and go under the bed. And my older sister decided to come in and distract me. And as I was watching the video, she's like, "Oh, you think you're not afraid anymore?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not. I'm not afraid anymore." And she goes, "Oh, well then stick your feet under the bed." And I was like, "No." And she goes, "Wow, so you're afraid?" And I was like, no. No, I'm not." And she's like, "Well then stick your feet over the under the bed." And so I like put my feet over the edge and I was about to put my feet under the bed, but I
Mhm.
like had them on the floor and my brother reached out and grabbed my ankles. I screamed so loud, flew backwards, like ran out the room. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" My mom was so pissed because I was crying. I was screaming, crying,
Oh
and I
no.
was like, but I was like, after that, I was not afraid of him anymore. It was really funny, but
Yeah. Oh, you know what's weird
that's
about the shed thing though
mm-hmm,
was so I was really, I mean, I still am sensitive to like spirits and stuff. And I
mm-hmm,
like got such a bad vibe up there. And I know my dad could feel it too because
mm-hmm,
there was a sense of urgency in him to
yeah,
leave the area, which was so weird to me, which made me, of course, all the more scared. But yeah, it was so eerie. I'm not even kidding you. We didn't even go down the way we came up. I'm not even
really,
shitting. We literally, both of us were so scared that we risked everything and just went down like the actual side of like the cliff. It was almost a 90-degree drop
Oh, damn.
down the four-wheeler. Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Instead of taking the time to like wheel it back down um the way we came up, which has like a beaten down path and everything. It takes a little bit longer to get back down, but yeah, we were freaked the fuck out. We were like, we should not be here.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, I probably would have done the
Yeah.
same thing, honestly.
Yeah. We never knew that was up there ever. I mean, just accidentally came across it.
That's so creepy. Imagine
Yeah.
actually accidentally stumbling across somebody's murder shed.
Oh fuck no. Oh fuck no. Dude, I would probably be so stunned. I would turn into a fainting goat. I would faint right there. I'd be like, nope, nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've had some creepy things happen to me, but I'm like, this actually coming across something like that would just, I don't know.
And you know what's weird to think about is that we've probably passed by or seen or interacted with a murderer at least once in our lives.
I know. Oh, I did. I have.
What?
Yeah. And I know
What
this
was his name?
because so God, what year was it? Hold on. I cannot remember what year it was. I think it was my senior year in high school or my junior year. I can't remember. Probably
Mm,
senior year because I went to a concert. It was Skate Fest. So it would have been like Skate Fest 2003 or 2004, one of those, whichever one it was.
mm,
And it was in Worcester, and it was at the Worcester Palladium or Central. I can't, no, Palladium. And I was waiting to see Simple Plan, and Simple Plan
mm,
was playing it, but they were the last band to play that show. And it was me and three friends went, and um, my mom calls me, and she's like, "You need to come home." And I was like, "No, I'm not coming home. I'm waiting to see the band I came for." And she goes, "You need to come home now." And I was like, "No." And I'm sitting there arguing with her on the phone. And oh, I had a cell phone, so I was probably 17. So
mm,
senior year. Um, so I was like, "No, why would I come home before seeing the band I came for?" So I was arguing with her on the phone, and she was adamant. She's like, "If you don't come home now, you're grounded for like the rest of your life." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And I hung up on her. I get a phone call
mm,
from my sister. My sister's like, "You really need to come home. Mom's freaking out. You really need to come home." And I was like, I'm not coming home. I came here to see this band, and I'm not leaving until I do." And she was like, "Well, if you come home before this band comes on, I'll take you to go see Good Charlotte in a couple weeks because they're coming to Lowell or whatever." And she goes, "I'll pay for the tickets. I'll drive. I'll do whatever." And I was like, "Oh my God. Okay, fine." So I
mm.
ended up leaving early, pissed off, super pissed off because my friends were pissed off that we all had to leave because of my mom. And
Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. So we get home, and my mom's like, "Well, good thing you came home because you have no idea what's going on." And she's just going on. And I was like, "Okay, what the hell's going
Mm,
on?" And she goes, "There was a Jeep found right where you guys were, basically the next town over or something." And I was like,
mm.
"Okay." And she goes, "It had blood in it. It was
Right.
apparently the Jeep was from was found somebody on the Cape." And she's like, "And there's a missing person, and their blood was found in the Jeep." And I was like, what is going on? Why are you telling me this?" And she goes, "Well, the suspect is somebody you know." And I just froze, like, what the fuck? And she's like, "His name was, I think,"
Mm,
I might, I might bleep that out because I'll have to double check it. But
mm,
I was like, "Okay, the guy who used to watch me and Sarah?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And she goes, "The victim is," and I was
oh,
like,
what the fuck?
"What the fuck?" Literally. And she goes, "Yeah, he was apparently murdered by the guy who used to watch me and my friend." after school
That's so
sometimes.
fucking scary.
And
Because
I
that
was
could have
like,
been
ah.
easily like you guys.
Yeah. And first of all, luckily the guy was gay, so he went after boys. Um,
Oh,
but I was also like, holy shit, what if he what if that wasn't a thing? What if he wasn't gay? My friend and I could have been attacked at any moment. And I
yeah.
was like, that is so fucking scary to me.
Or even if he didn't even care about gender and he just killed to kill.
Yeah. It's so weird to think that it was this guy who worked for my friend's stepdad. So my friend's stepdad had his own business and he worked for him. And after school, we would go to her stepdad's house, but he wouldn't be there. And once in a while,
Mhm.
this guy would show up and, watch us while we were just hanging out or whatever. And then he would make us sandwiches and things like that. It was just mind blowing that this guy that made me
Yeah.
sandwiches was now being accused of murder. And then I found out that he
Right.
did it. And I was like,
That's
that's
insane.
fucking crazy. Yeah. So that's actually crazy. And that literally happened so long ago. I was in high school.
That's crazy. And see, this is why I'm terrified of people.
I
I'm
know.
I really am. I could be in the woods with a bear, knowing that there's a bear right next to me, and be perfectly at peace. But the second I see another human being, I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I'm going to look up his name real quick. Hold on.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm going to bleep out the, oh God. It's so weird. I'm going to bleep out the names, obviously, because,
Hmm.
okay. So I found the Cape Cod Times. Um, so it was 2004 when it happened. So it says is to be sentenced today to life in prison after he was convicted yesterday of first-degree murder in the death of 20 of Falmouth. The guilty verdict
Hmm.
was returned by a 12-member jury in Barnstable Superior Court yesterday. Before is sentenced, the victim's family will get a chance to speak in court. 40 was arrested on October 2nd, 2003. Oh, so wait, then it happened in 2003. So okay, so it was fall of 2003. So I was a senior.
Mm.
Um, so for sorry, was arrested on October 2nd, 2003 for murdering and kidnapping. The kidnapping charge was later thrown out by the court. Met at his Nye Road home for the first time at a party on September 20th, 2003. They left the party together and headed for the St. Joseph's Church Bell Tower in Woods Hole, and was never to be seen alive again. Was convicted of murder with deliberate, premeditated malice and in a manner of extreme cruelty. He stabbed through the skull in a Woods Hole boathouse and later buried him under rocks on a nearby little harbor beach.
That's insane.
His body was found 2 weeks after the murder.
Wow.
Um, oh God. Story about what happened between him and testified earlier this week that the boathouse was covered with blood because the pair had consensual there. The only word I
No,
can
it was
think of is
not.
vile. Yeah. um, only word I can think of is vile to suggest to this jury what was suggested by the defendant. Um, testifying on his own behalf helped to hurt. His defense team said it was hard to say, but felt it was important to explain the DNA and blood evidence. It was his decision. He wanted to take the stand. Um, left the courthouse last night with shackles around his ankles and tears in his eyes. The secluded location of the murder and the assault accusations echoed another crime for which spent much of his young life behind bars. At age 16, he lured an 11-year-old boy into the woods in Lowell, where he him 3 times. He spent 18 years in prison, 9 of which in a special program for those labeled dangerous by the state. Which, at that point, he had already done that, and I was like in the same house with him.
Wow.
Um, yeah, I'm not gonna go on, but he apparently was a registered predator.
That's
Um,
insane. You guys didn't know he was?
nope,
Wow.
I had no clue.
So I was gonna say, I thought they had to tell you that even when they move into the neighborhood.
That was actually, I'm not sure when that started, but I don't think that was the case when this happened
Oh,
because
at
that
the
was what,
time.
2003. Yeah.
Gotcha.
When did the uh oh, it did start in 1994, but um I don't think he had to disclose it to get a job. I don't know.
That's something that you would need to do, right? I
Maybe
feel like that's important for people to know.
I feel like it is too, and that kind of makes me a little nervous that my friend's stepdad still employed him, even like if he knew about that stuff, or
Yeah.
like maybe because he was 16, it didn't really like he wasn't over the 18, so they just counted it like what's the word, juvenile,
Delinquency, yeah.
yeah, type thing. So maybe because he was a kid, he didn't have to like when it happened, he didn't have to announce it.
Mm.
I don't know, but still creepy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll probably cut a lot of that out because it's weird. But um, yeah, very weird.
Yeah,
Um,
that's, my God.
hmm. So yeah, I did actually run into a murderer.
Holy shit. And then small town, freaking Cape Cod. I feel like
Ew.
nothing ever happens here.
Yeah. Oh, there's tons of murders that have happened here. It's crazy. When you actually look into murder history on Cape Cod, it's insane.
Boy. Yeah, I had a family member be murdered here actually too, so
Yeah. Fun,
over
huh?
in Mashpee, Boy area.
Ew. I thought that was the safe area.
Right? It
Well, I
was
don't know. I was like, I
his
don't know if you want to tell
son.
the story, but you can.
Oh yeah, it was my grandpa's best friend, and I mean you can look up articles and stuff too.
Hmm.
It was in the Wacoit like Bay Area, and his basically his son was mad that he took him out of the will because he's like a fucking douche, like fucking loser, always stealing his dad's money, shit like that. So he took him out of
Hmm.
the will and was like, you know, your girls and or my granddaughters are the only ones gonna be like in my will.
Hmm.
And so he was pissed off about it, and he dismembered him, and yeah,
Ew.
crazy.
That's crazy. Crazy. Dismemberment is so over the top. It's gross.
I know. Yeah, they put him in a trash bag, like black trash bags, and I think there was a couple of them or something, and then dumped them in the woods right off of the highway near somewhere like near in Plymouth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that
Okay,
yeah,
Dahmer.
that was back in like 2017 or something. I remember seeing
Oh,
like
that was not that long ago.
no, not at all. And I remember seeing on Facebook somebody had posted that he was missing, and I was like, what? He wouldn't just go missing. He's a war veteran. That
Hmm.
that's not him.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, right after fucking Thanksgiving. Literally the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh God.
He did that. Hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know what else to say to that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
it was
can't I
horrible,
can't
dude.
imagine I can't imagine having a family member be murdered. I have enough people
Yeah.
dying around me all the time, so from
Right.
natural causes or cancer. But you know,
Yeah, it
I
was
don't
a
know.
hard one. I don't think I've ever really seen my grandpa cry except for at his funeral.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do we want to get out of the heavy stuff right now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just figured real quick if you have any New Year's resolutions or goals or whatever, um, if you just want to
Hmm.
share those real quick,
Yeah.
because we didn't do a New Year's episode like we were gonna, so I figured why not just throw it
Um,
on the end of this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cause mine
Well,
are
wait, it's not even January anymore.
no, it's not.
Oh my God, I totally
we let
forgot.
we let a whole friggin' month go by without recording.
Oh my God.
So funny.
How did
Well,
that
my
happen?
a few days ago, weren't you here?
Ah, no, not mentally.
Same. Um, I actually looked at the calendar today and went, wait, it's the 5th? The hell?
Right?
Uh, I was like, when did January end? That's crazy. Um, it seemed like it was a year long though, but
Yeah.
January
It was
always
a
feels
freaking
like it
long
was a
one.
year long. Yeah,
Yeah.
like always feels like it's a year long. It's crazy. Um,
For
I,
sure.
yeah, I just have all my only goals this year. I'm trying to get healthier. Which is something that I'm like constantly trying to do anyways. It was last year I lost 30 pounds, almost 30 pounds. So um, this year I'm just going to try to keep continuing to get healthy um, and work on my spirituality more and, um, you know, just working on myself and then uh, get back into painting. And I gotta stream more because I've been lacking in streaming. Um, I'm gonna try to write a book, and I'm also trying to read one of my Stephen King books completely every month, so beginning to end. So um, I already read The Shining. That was my January book, and now I'm trying to read it, which I don't know why I chose one of the longest books for the shortest month, but I'm sticking to it. And that's about it, actually. I don't.
Those all sound awesome.
Yeah, I want to get back into playing video games and just doing things that I like. I gotta figure out what's going on with my foot because my foot's been bothering me for like a year now, and I haven't gotten it checked out. So I have to check that out and find out what's going on with that, so I can get back to walking and just being outside in nature. I like going for walks. So but I can't
Yes.
really do that right now because even at work, my foot hurts after a very short time standing. So I
Hmm.
definitely have to get that looked at. But yeah.
Alright, I guess I haven't really thought about too hard my goals for this year.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely to be eating healthier, watching what I'm putting in my body because there's so much shit on the shelves in the
Mm-hmm.
stores that are full of preservatives and seed oils and stuff that are really bad for you. So actually, this weekend I'm going to a farm in Dartmouth and I'm picking up some cow milk, like unpasteurized raw cow milk, and I'm
Ooh.
gonna make butter with it and whipped cream and get my buttercream out of it, and
Oh,
obviously milk, and yeah, and try to use more raw natural things to try to help
yeah,
my body heal from all these highly processed things, which, you know, make me all bloated, and I get my stomach is all inflamed and stuff, and just
yeah,
horrible. It's terrible for you. And so, yeah, so that's gonna be one of my goals is doing that. Um, Definitely
that
want to
sounds
get
good.
out more, travel,
Hmm.
see things. I want to get out to like the West Coast and see a whole bunch of national parks and
Hmm.
camping and
Yeah, I want to go with you. So,
yeah, do it. Let's go. Those
um,
are just some like a few things, I guess. Couple
okay.
question mark.
I do think traveling more is on my list as well, but I need to get to a point where I could do that, um, like financially. So, um,
Mhm.
we're working on that, But,
I hear ya.
um,
I even
yeah,
considered just dropping things for a minute and then just like getting part-time jobs somewhere
yeah,
or like seasonal jobs and being able to be over there, have a little place I can stay, even if it's a vehicle, I don't even care.
hmm,
Um, yeah, rough it.
hmm, yeah,
Another one of the things that I would try to try to do this year is be in Alaska and fix up my mom's cabin because that is in a little bit of a rough shape right now, and
yeah,
it needs help. So
yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, travel more. Um, I still want to be able to do what we have planned. Um,
yes.
and then I don't know what else. I guess just love myself more, Cuz
Mm, that's a good
I've been
one.
struggling a lot with my self-image and confidence and stuff like that. And I'm working on it. Like I actually realized like today that I'm a bad bitch. So like I
Bad bitch time.
yeah. So I'm a bad bitch and I just need to just deal with that and just accept it. And so hopefully, you know, my confidence goes up soon cuz I could really use the boost.
Yeah,
but I
yeah, it's
keep
been
like getting
hard.
in these I keep getting in these moods like, "Oh, I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, like nothing can bring me down now. I feel good. I'm good. I look good. I'm just whatever." And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, "I'm a piece of shit."
I do that too. I don't know what it is.
I don't either. It just hits me. I'm like, "God
It's
damn."
crazy.
Yeah, but um I'm trying to lose the weight that I want to lose, but I know that it doesn't matter, shouldn't matter. I it doesn't change who I am
Hmm.
personally, but I just want to be healthier and
Yeah.
feel better in my clothing. And I don't feel good in my clothing right now. I just can't
Nope.
explain it, but
No,
I want to
I
feel
totally
good in
understand because
clothes.
I feel much the same way.
Yeah. I like
It's been so hard.
tried on two dresses today that I was like, "Oh, these are cute dresses." And put them on and I was like, "Oh my god, I look like a cow wearing dresses."
Oh,
And I was immediately like, "Oh, okay."
yeah,
And I
put
was like,
off by it.
"Yeah, but I like they don't look bad." My friend saw them. She's like, "Oh my god, they look really cute on you." And I was like, it's just one of those days. I was just like, I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't feel it. But anyways,
Yeah.
all right, I guess that's it. So thank you all for coming by. Appreciate it. We're back hopefully to our regular schedule programming, and I hope y'all come by listen next week. And sorry for going off on little side quests after, but whatever. It's an episode. um, so yeah, hopefully y'all come back next week, and we're testing video soon.
Woo!
So yeah. Um, so you'll see our lovely little faces. Ick. Sorry, I just gave myself the ick. But yeah, I guess I guess we'll see you soon.
Heck yeah.
All
Or
right.
rather, you'll see us soon.
Yes. I always say we'll see you soon or we'll hear you soon, and I'm like, you guys will hear us or see us, but whatever. I guess the camera works both ways. Whatever. I'm a dork. I don't care. Uh, deal with it. All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.